is to stand up and talk for my rights. I know what that is. See? And I don't care who the guy is. Because my right is my right.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
Ask the Lawyer with Brian Figueroa, founder and senior partner at the law firm of Figueroa and Associates. Mr. Figueroa opened his private practice in downtown Brooklyn in 1996. He specializes in personal injury, immigration, matrimonial law, bankruptcy, and wills and estate planning, with a strong emphasis on litigation matters. Ask the Lawyer features Brian's legal advice as he answers listeners' questions and shares his insights in achieving your goals and objectives. Every week, Ask the Lawyer also features interviews and guests related to Mr. Figueroa's interests outside the law. Guests and topics include health and wellness, the civil rights war, music production, writers, as well as international and local political and religious leaders. Wide-ranging, fun, informative radio. That's Ask the Lawyer with Brian Figueroa. Ask the Lawyer any question you like via email at bfigeroux@msn.com. That is bfigueroa@msn.com for legal advice regarding specific situations. Appointments at the office will be made when you call 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Please note that submitting questions do not create an attorney-client relationship.
Mr. Figueroa, what is an uncontested divorce and how quickly can one get a judgment of divorce?
Yes, Mr. Phillip, great to be here. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. And people make mistakes. The relationship didn't work. And that divorce in New York State, before you could file for a divorce under the grounds of irreconcilable differences, could be within 6 months of getting married. But some people are separated for months, sometimes years, sometimes several years, and they remain married. That's not a good idea, because if you were to get into an accident or just naturally pass on, your estate could go to someone that you're married to because you didn't have a will, or even if you have a will, that spouse could inherit. So getting a divorce is a way to obviously understand you could it is part of wills and estate planning. So remaining married is not a good idea if you're separated from your spouse for estate matters. Additionally, an uncontested divorce is basically where the defendant could sign a defendant's waiver. What does that mean? You both agree to get a divorce. And if you all cooperate, you all could save money. Another, approach to an uncontested divorce is where you serve your spouse. And if that spouse doesn't respond to your service, then you could get a divorce on default. In those two situations where the defendant signs, where it is the defendant doesn't answer the divorce, you could have an uncontested divorce. And if the both parties, I said, is if they are cooperating, you could save on time and money. And if you serve the other party and they do not answer, then you could obviously, it's more time, but you save on money because it's a default divorce, uncontested divorce that you're getting. Now, when people have children, that is not an uncontested divorce, because issues of child support and custody have to be taken into consideration. You could have a stipulation that both parties agree on child support and custody, but that does not make the divorce uncontested. The fact that you have children, it means that it's more complicated than an uncontested divorce. If you have issues of equitable distribution, property ownership, maintenance, again child support or child custody, those issues mean that you do not have an uncontested divorce. A lot of times people want to have a quick divorce because they have immigration issues or they want to get married. A lot of times we see the lady holding the gentleman's hand coming to the office because he keep promising marriage. He is married, and the new spouse, the new wife, is saying, look, enough is enough. You made promises of marriage. I'm taking you to Mr. Figaro so we could get this divorce and move on with our lives. Yes.
The new wife to be.
Or wife, yeah, that's the wife to be. So, an uncontested divorce, again, is where these issues of equitable distribution, child support, child custody doesn't exist. There's no assets in the marriage. Both parties agree, so you could have a defendant's waiver, or you could serve that person. You will get a default judgment, which is uncontested, and that divorce, obviously, both divorces can be done quickly. Where we have the defendant's waiver, that divorce can be accomplished within 2 months. So if you come to the office, you say, Mr. Figaro, we want our divorce in 2 or less months. My spouse is going to sign the defendant's waiver. Or we're going to serve your spouse, and that spouse will default, and you will get your judgment within 2 months of that divorce, 2 months of when all the legal documents are filed. So remember, the time that you check when your divorce judgment will be given is the time that you have when what? Yes, all papers are submitted to the court. So once all the papers are submitted to the court, you get that divorce in 2 months. Obviously, the attorneys know which county to file in based on venue and other issues. So if you need your divorce quickly, especially where there's a defendant's waiver, or maybe you're going to have to serve the spouse, come on in and let's discuss that issue. In fact, we have gotten a divorce for people after submitting all the documents and the defendant signed within 2 days. My name is Brian Figaro. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. Miss Phillip?
And we also have expedited divorces. So do not hesitate, do not procrastinate. It's over. Time to move on. Call us right now, 855-768-8845, 855-768-8845. This is Ask the Lawyer. You have questions, we've got the answers.
Divorce, separation, support, custody. The common factor? They keep you up at night. Sleep well knowing that you have the law firm of Figaro and Associates on your side through this difficult time. Don't divorce your money. Don't divorce your children. Divorce your spouse. Whether it's a contested or uncontested divorce, the law firm of Figaro and Associates will guide you through every step of the process. From child custody to property and debt concerns, the law firm of Figaro and Associates has the experience and expertise in handling cases involving significant assets and complicated issues. A divorce can be one of the most unpleasant experiences a person ever has to go through. Don't do it alone. Stop the sleepless nights and call the law firm of Figaro and Associates, 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845, or visit 311divorce.com. That's 311divorce.com. At the law firm of Figaro and Associates, a divorce is not the end, it's a new beginning.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a free consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our free paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, ask the lawyer. You have questions, we've got answers. For a free consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.